Football Facts Presents 11 Unlikely Heroes in Football History. Number 11. Neil Quinn. Quinn was an Irish striker known for his prolific scoring abilities. In April of 1991, Quinn was playing for Manchester City, facing Derby County, which was battling against relegation, at home. If the visitors wouldn't be able to win the game, then they would go down. Quinn put his team in front, scoring his 20th goal on the season. City's goalkeeper, Tony Gaytan, was sent off before half-time and Derby County was awarded with a penalty kick. Due to the fact that there was no goalkeeper on the bench, Neil Quinn got between the sticks. He saved the penalty as City went on to win the game 2-1, while Derby was relegated. Number 10. Juari. Juari was signed by Porto in 1985 in order to provide backup for strikers Fernando Gomes and Rabah Madha. In 1987, Porto reached the final of the European Cup and Fernando Gomes was injured. Against Bayern Munich, Madha was assigned as the sole striker. Bayern was in front on the first half. Porto's head coach, Artur Jorge, decided to put Juari on the field after the interval in order to make his team more offensive. Madha equalized for Porto, and on the 80th minute Juari gave the win to Porto, which celebrated its first European trophy. Juari might not had a great career, but he will always be remembered by the fans of Porto. Number 9. Gary McAllister. He joined Liverpool at the age of 36 in 2000. His abilities were well known, but the fans criticised the transfer due to the age of McAllister. The Scottish midfielder, however, proved everyone wrong. He helped the team to qualify for the Champions League, finishing on the third place. During that season, Liverpool won FA Cup, League Cup and the UEFA Cup. His most notable performance came on the final of the UEFA Cup. Liverpool won Alaves 5-4 after extra time, with McAllister scoring a goal and providing 3 assists. Number 8. Helmut Dukadam. The Romanian goalkeeper spent 4 seasons with Steaua, winning 2 Romanian championships, 1 Romanian Cup and 1 European Cup. In 1986, Steaua reached the final of the European Cup, where it would face Barcelona in Seville. After a goalless draw, the game was leaded in penalty shootout. Dukadam saved all penalties as Steaua won 2-0 and celebrated its first and only European Cup. The Romanian goalkeeper became the first one to do so in professional football and the only one to save all penalties on such an important final. Number 7. Nigel Spence. Aston Villa reached the final of the European Cup in 1982 against Bayern Munich. Spence was the second-choice goalkeeper at that time. In fact, during his 5 years with the club, he played just 1 game. After 9 minutes on the game, first-choice goalkeeper Jimmy Rimmer was injured and Spence was called into action. Surprisingly, he performed well above expectations as Aston Villa won the game 1-0. Winning the most prestigious trophy of its history. Spence went on to make 460 appearances for Villa before leaving the club in 1996. Number 6. Joe Gaytan. Gaytan was born in Haiti and started playing football there. At the age of 23 he left the country for USA in order to study. While studying, he was playing football for Gaytan and he was also working on the restaurant of the club's president. His performances got the attraction of the Soccer Association of USA, giving him a call for the World Cup of 1950. At the time, USA was a semi-pro team. On the opening game of the World Cup it had a good performance against Spain but lost 3-1. On the second game it would face England on what was considered as an easy afternoon for the English team. Against all odds, USA won the game 1-0, with Gaytan scoring the winner. Number 5. Frank Borghi. Since we mentioned Gaytan, we couldn't leave Frank Borghi out. Borghi was a professional baseball player, but he was attracted more to football, eventually becoming a goalkeeper. Gaytan might have scored the winning goal for USA against England, but the key man on the game was Frank Vaudrey. The English team attacked from the start of the game, but they faced a goalkeeper that was unbeatable. Vaudrey made several great saves on the game, including a memorable save on the 82nd minute after a close-range header from Mullen. The game is still considered as one of the greatest upsets in football history. Number 4. Juliano Belletti. A player that won many titles in his career, including the World Cup and the Champions League. The Brazilian right-back faced tough competition for the national team against Cafu, and though he was receiving regular calls, he was not a first choice. In 2004 he joined Barcelona, where he had an amazing first season, winning La Liga. On his second season he was not regular, as Olega became first choice, though the fans preferred Belletti. On the Champions League final in 2006 against Arsenal was on the bench. He was brought in on the 71st minute, and 9 minutes later he scored the winning goal. That was his first and only goal for the Catalans, making him the hero on that day. Number 3. Angelos Horace. Possibly the biggest name in Greek football. Horace had some good performances for Werder Bremen before the European Championship of 2004. He was not a regular on the German team, however. Nevertheless, on that season Horace won the German double with the team. That was just the beginning. Heading to the Euro Cup in Portugal, Greece was one of the underdogs of the competition. Being drawn against Portugal and Spain on the group stage, the Greek team was considered to get out of the competition early. Greece went all the way to win the trophy, as Horace scored 3 very important goals, including the winner on the final. He never had such a great performances during his career, though he played for relatively big clubs, including Leverkusen, Ajax, and Feyenoord. Number 2. Gaytan. The Portuguese striker can be considered as one of the greatest heroes in Portugal. He never played for a giant team, as his best years come with the team of Braga. With the national team of Portugal, as the likes of Almeida, Postiga and Ronaldo kept him on the bench. In the European Championship of 2016, though he was the only clear striker on the squad, he made only 3 appearances as a substitute. Portugal had not a very good tournament, but made it on the final against host country France. An early injury of Cristiano Ronaldo meant that Portugal would face an even harder time on the game. France couldn't break the deadlock, however, and the game was leaded in extra time. Gaytan had entered the field on the 79th minute on the place of Renato Sanchez. On the 19th minute of extra time, a venomous shot from Gaytan outside the box found the back of the net, as Portugal won its first ever major tournament. Number 1. Kozma Moti. The Romanian defender enjoys a great time playing for Bulgarian side Ludogorets, as he won 5 consecutive championships. On a Champions League qualification match against Steaua, he became a hero for his team. The first game in Romania ended 1-0 for the hosts. On the second game in Bulgaria, Ludogorets managed to bring things level on the final minute with a wonderful goal of Wonderson. On the last minute of extra time, Ludogorets goalkeeper Stoyanov was sent off, and since there were no more substitutions available, Moti took a position on the net, as the game advanced to penalty shootout. Moti took the first kick successfully and then made 2 saves, giving the qualification to his team for the first time on the Champions League group stage. Who else do you think should be included on this list? Comment below. Thanks for watching.